I love you more. I love you most.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Decent Wrestling Show, and welcome to another retro review. This time it's Wrestlemania 21. My favourite Wrestlemania, as I've said in the past, is this one, and I had very high hopes for this show and hope that it lived up to expectations, and we'll see. Let's see if it does live up to its expectations as my favourite Wrestlemania of all time. So let's get right into the show. Again, make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. Yeah! So we opened with Lillian Garcia singing the national anthem. She has such an amazing voice. It was a beautiful performance. Usually I don't care about national anthem, the American national anthem, as I'm not American. But my goodness, her voice was absolutely phenomenal. We then had a compilation of all the Hollywood skits, the movie skits that they did. Very, very funny. And it ended with Gladiator Stone Cold Steve Austin. Great way to open the show. And the set looked very cool. The first match of the night, Eddie Guerrero taking on Rey Mysterio. Both tag champs here, taking on each other after Chavo got on Eddie's head about Rey betraying Eddie. Nice quick start to the match. There was lots of nice back and forth action, great agility and speed. Eddie nearly monkey flipped out of the ring. Eddie with a right hand and a plancha. Eddie hit a back suplex and then dominated with submissions. Nice arm drag reversal from Rey Mysterio, and then a beautiful corkscrew plancha from Rey. He kicked Eddie in the hamstring and hit a seated senton, but Eddie came back with a back elbow. Tried to do the Three Amigos, but did one and got reversed on the second. Backbreaker by Eddie, but only gets a 2 count. He then tried the Three Amigos again, and the third, however, was reversed to a Rana in the ropes. But the 619 was scouted by Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie hit a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker for a 2 count. Great stuff here, nice back and forth. And with both knowing each other's movesets so well after they had so many matches against each other and know each other very well, good scouting. Eventually, Eddie finally hits the Three Amigos, but the Frog Splash misses. La Magistral is reversed for a 2 count. Then there's a very nice sequence of which leads to the 619. However, the West Coast Pop is reversed to a brutal looking powerbomb, but it still can't get the victory. Eddie again goes for a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, but Rey reverses it into the Hurricanrana for the 3 count. And they shake hands post-match after Rey picked up the W here. Awesome opener, a wonderful finish to this match and great chemistry. I love the storytelling with both knowing each other so well. This is a vastly underrated match and one of the best openers in Mania history. Go check out for a masterclass in pro wrestling. Phenomenal stuff. 4.25 stars. What a way to kick off the show. We then had JBL backstage with Triple H as they run into each other. Really missed opportunity to have a feud between these two and a match between these two, because they would have killed it. I would have loved to see Prime JBL against 2005 Triple H. Would have been a hell of a feud and hell of a match. But alas, we did not get that. The second match tonight was the Money in the Bank match. The competitors are Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Christian, Shelton Benjamin, Edge, and Kane, who set the entrance ladders on fire with his entrance. Really cool touch there. The match begins on the outside as they all attack Kane, but Kane beats them all up. But eventually they hit a double suplex on Kane. Jericho takes some people out with a plancha. Christian then with a plancha of his own, before they're all on the outside, and Shelton Benjamin with a massive front flip over the top rope. Looked hella cool. Very great moment there and an iconic moment from Shelton Benjamin. Kane with a big clothesline from the top rope to the outside as well. Kane then kills some peeps with the ladder until Y2J missile dropkicks it in Kane's face. Benoit Germans Jericho with the ladder in tow. Really nice spot there. Chokeslam attempted, but it is reversed into a crossface. And then eventually Edge tries to break it up, but he then gets cross-faced, but Kane breaks that up. Spear on Kane, and Edge and Christian kind of reunite, but before they can really do anything, Shelton Benjamin double clotheslines him with a springboard. Edge then gets flapjacked into a ladder, then Stinger splashed by Shelton Benjamin. Everyone goes up the ladder, and there's a big brawl on top of the ladders, until eventually everyone gets thrown off and falls off. T-bone suplex off the ladder on Edge. Y2J then climbs Benjamin, so the ladder is kind of positioned, so there's obviously the ladder in the middle of the ring. There's another ladder that's positioned downwards into the other ladder, so you could just run up the ladder, and that's exactly what Shelton Benjamin does. He stands to the, how do you even explain it, to the corner, and then runs all the way up the ladder, the other ladder, into Chris Jericho, who's standing at the other top of the other ladder, and just an awesome moment, and moment of the night. One of the moments of the night, definitely moment of the match. Sorry, I struggled explaining that one. Kane chokeslams Benjamin over the top rope, although his foot does get caught in the ropes. Luckily he was okay. Tomko takes out Kane, helps Christian, but Kane comes back and takes them both out by pushing Christian off the ladder to the outside. Holy moly. Kane and Jericho fall off the ladder, and then Benoit goes to the top of the ladder and hits the diving headbutt off the ladder. Holy hell. Benoit has it won, but Edge with a chair to Benoit's injured arm, and Edge picks up the victory. What a match. Insane spots, and every single person in this match got a shine. It was exactly the car crash we all needed, and it had the correct winner and some iconic moments. 4.5 stars. Definitely go check this match out. Eugene's here. He says midgets are awesome. Okay. Muhammad Hassan interrupts and cuts an awful promo. I mean, he just sucks, doesn't he? He beats up the injured Eugene, puts him in the camel clutch, but then, I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American, fight for what's right, fight for your life. Hulk Hogan makes the save. Huge pop as expected. He beats up the heels to a hot crowd and poses as he usually does. Yeah, this was a very fun segment with a very hot crowd. The crowd was electric for Hulk Hogan. Just a really cool moment. Next up, Randy Orton taking on The Undertaker with the streak on the line. Legend versus Legend Killer. So, Legend Killer Orton's back to being a heel now. He RKO'd Jake Roberts and his girlfriend Stacy Keibler on the run up to this. Had a solid build. Bob Orton also getting involved, clowning on The Undertaker. Undertaker has a very cool entrance with druids, and had a floating podium that took him to the ring. Very cool, made him look like he was hovering because of all the smoke covering up the podium. This match, Orton's scared early, but he slaps The Undertaker. Undertaker gets a headlock, leapfrog and dropkick by Orton. Big back body drop. Leapfrog, but Undertaker hits a right hand and hits those soup bones in the corner, Maggle. RKO attempted, but he's thrown over the top rope. Apron leg drop from The Undertaker and the more classic offense with the old school. Undertaker misses a corner leg attack. It's for Orton to take control. Drop kick off the apron to the barricade. Orton then dominates until a DDT from The Undertaker to take back control. Stake eyes, but Orton reverses then with a back elbow. Undertaker sits up and they trade strikes. Dragon Sleeper is locked in on Randy Orton, but it's reversed to a DDT. Great back and forth stuff. Undertaker back suplexes out of a chokehold, but Orton comes back with a power slam for a 2 count. Punches in the corner from Orton, but he poses, which costs him as Undertaker then goes for the last ride. But Orton escapes to an RKO attempt, but he's pushed into the ref for a ref bump. Then out comes Bob Orton, who hits Undertaker with the legendary cast. 1, 2. No, he doesn't get the victory. A kick out. Awesome moment. Great near fall here. Sit up. Boot to Bob. Choke slam attempted on Randy Orton, but it's reversed into an RKO. And just does not get the victory. But insane moment. Excellent stuff between these two here. Orton then mocks the Undertaker pose and goes for a tombstone of his own, but it's reversed into an Undertaker tombstone for a 3 count. Great finish. This was an amazing match. I love the chokeslam to the RKO and the Bob Orton cast moment. 2 great near falls there. This made Orton look like an absolute star. No shame in losing to the Undertaker at WrestleMania. Great near falls and a nice use of a ref bump for drama effect. 4 stars. Another excellent match as this show continues to be amazing. Then we have Trish Stratus defending her women's title against Hemi. This has the usual women's build at the time, you know, calling people a slut and stuff like that. As Hemi was doing the front cover or doing like a spread in Playboy, and I can tell you, great photos. Hemi's theme slaps heavy, and her entrance, where she kind of bends over in front of the camera, I thought was going to be the peak of the match. Trish had very cool gear with the suspenders and a hat, just looked very cool. Just want to say, Hemi is just phenomenal looking. She is absolutely insanely beautiful at this time. Trish mocks Christy by laying down and telling her to pin her, and then kicks Hemi out of the ring. Nice chops from Trish. The chick kick is blocked into a low blow from Hemi, then an alley-oop. She hits a Superwoman pin for a 2 count. Big spear by Trish Stratus to take back control. Lita, who is sort of protegeing Hemi because it was probably meant to be Trish and Lita at Mania, but Lita got injured. She distracts Trish, and Hemi rolls up Trish for a 2 count. Very good near fall there. Kicks by Hemi, and they're not half bad, to be honest. She then hits a nice twist of fate for a great near fall. They then trade roll-ups before Trish hits the chick kick for the victory. Went about 4 or 5 minutes. Trish is a miracle worker, because this was actually a good match. It had a nice babyface and heel dynamic. Didn't go too long. Crowd was invested in it. Good match. Very shocking. I gave it 3 stars. Much better than I thought it would be. And now we have Shawn Michaels taking on Kurt Angle. Amazing build to this match, with Kurt Angle facing Marty Jannetty in a great TV match. We had Sexy Kurt with Sherry. Just some great segments building up to this match. Stare down to begin. Shawn slaps Kurt. He then takes down Kurt and they start mat wrestling. Obviously Kurt Angle wins that. Shawn gets the ropes. Shawn gets a headlock and just won't let go at any opportunity. Angle tries to get out, but gets hip tossed. Shawn dominating with wrestling. They fight in the corner and the ref gets involved. Punch to the back of the head of Shawn Michaels in the ankle lock, but Shawn quickly rolls out. Clothesline, both go over the top rope. Angle slam into the ring post on Shawn's back. He starts working the back and hits a big belly-to-belly suplex. A snap from Shawn Michaels, but Angle comes back with a clothesline. They go to the top rope. Shawn pushes Kurt off, but misses the elbow drop. The straps are down. Angle slam attempted, but Shawn Michaels reverses to an arm drag. Back body drop over the top rope. And then Shawn Michaels goes to the top rope and does a dive off. His knee hits Angle in the mouth, causing him to bleed. Angle tries to German Shawn Michaels off the apron, but Shawn Michaels elbows out and hits a low blow. Springboard cross body onto the announce table. The announce table doesn't break, but it's still a hell of a moment. Both are back in just at 9. Chops and a forearm from Shawn Michaels. Kip up. Elbow drop connects. He starts tuning up the band, but it's caught into an ankle lock. A roll through, but Angle holds on. Eventually, though, Shawn Michaels does get the ropes. Angle slam attempted, but it gets reversed into a roll-up, but then that gets reversed into an ankle lock, but then it gets rolled into a 2.9 count. Amazing stuff, amazing sequence there. Ducks a clothesline, and does Shawn, and a Sweet Shawn music is caught into an angle slam, but still can't get the victory there. The straps are back up, and back down. Kurt Angle means business. He goes to the top and tries for a moonsault, the perfect moonsault, an absolutely beautiful moonsault Kurt Angle has on him, but it misses. Shawn is very slow to go to the top rope, so Angle runs up the ropes and hits a top rope angle slam, but it still can't get the victory. Angle is pissed. And then in my favourite moment of the match, Kurt Angle is shouting at Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels slightly pushes him off and hits a Sweet Chin music out of nowhere. A very slow cover, which means he only gets a 2 count. Great last moment kick out from Kurt Angle. Shawn struggles to stand, so Kurt Angle takes advantage and locks in an ankle lock. Tries to roll through twice, but still doesn't work. Angle then grapevines the leg, and after a few moments, after a long while, Shawn Michaels eventually taps out. The whole crowd gives a standing ovation for the match, and Shawn Michaels after. Two of the best wrestlers all time in a 30-minute match. Great psychology and selling, with a great story and build going into the match. Lots of great drama and great near falls, and iconic moments. Brilliant finish. 4 3/4, almost 5 stars, but an excellent match. And there's actually people that hate this match for some reason, and those people are just very weird. This was another terrific match, as this show continues to slap heavy. We then had Piper's Pit, with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Piper slaps Austin. Austin slaps him back. Piper says, "Huh, I kinda like you." What chance? And Piper comes back at him and goes, "What are you, deaf?" Piper says he's the OG Rebel and not Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin is not scared of Roddy Piper. We then have Carlito interrupted, and he said that they are not cool. He tells him to leave his ring. Piper spits an apple in Carlito's face, so Carlito attacks Piper. Austin then stops a mud hole and walks it dry on Carlito. Eye poke from Roddy Piper, stunner, and then they start drinking beer, do Piper and Austin. Then Stone Cold Stunner on Roddy Piper. Very fun segment, always nice to see Stone Cold Steve Austin and Roddy Piper. We then had the weakest match of the night, by a long shot, Big Show, Akebono in a sumo match. It takes forever to win, and Akebono wins. And Big Show's arse. Dud. We then had John Cena taking on JBL for the WWE Championship. Great build to this match. JBL had an awesome money entrance with money falling from the sky. Open with Cena leapfrog and a shoulder knockdown. A boot and a shoulder block from JBL. JBL starts clubbing Cena. Hits a slingshot into the ropes. Cena has a mini comeback until a big spinebuster from JBL. JBL then continues to dominate. Hits a short arm clothesline for a 2 count. Sleeper hold, but Cena back suplexes out. A double down. JBL hits a neck breaker on the outside. And then a superplex in the ring for a 2 count. JBL rarely goes to the top rope, but he does here, and gets caught with a power slam. Cena makes his comeback, back body drop, shoulder tackle, big hip toss, side slam, 5 knuckle shuffle. The clothesline from hell is ducked into the FU for the 3 count. So JBL dominated until Cena makes his comeback and wins easily. It was a tad underwhelming, but solid enough, and a great moment for John Cena. I gave it 3 stars. It was a good match, but nothing out of this world. Hall of Fame class for 2005. Bob Orton, Nikolai Volkov, Iron Sheik, Paul Orndorff, Jimmy Hart, Roddy Piper, and Hulk Hogan. What a class of legends. Great class for that year. They all come out with divas to, wave to the crowd. And I would say Miss Jackie, my word, she looked outstanding. Main event time. the World Heavyweight Championship on the line as Triple H defends against his former friend, Batista. This has one of the best builds in history. What a story. Just honestly, I think there's videos on it online. Go check this out. This was one of the best stories leading into WrestleMania and beyond. Triple H gets a Motorhead live performance. I am the game, cause I am the game. I am the game, I am the game. Batista does his machine gun intro, but with no pyro, and it's just very funny. They have a power strength off to begin. Batista wins that. Triple H is a tad scared, but he gets a knockdown and gets some confidence. He goes for the pedigree, but Batista reverses into a power slam and then a huge back body drop on Triple H. Triple H ducks a clothesline, hits a knee, sending Batista to the outside. Ric Flair distracts Batista and Triple H slams Batista into the steps. Second rope elbow drop on Batista while he's getting back in the ring. Triple H and Ric Flair then take turns choking Batista. Ric Flair obviously doing it behind the referee's back. Triple H dominates, hits a suplex and is working Batista's back. However, Batista does fight back but gets hit with a huge AA spinebuster. Rapid pins for a 2 count and then a neck breaker also for a 2 count. Triple H goes for the pedigree, but it gets reversed. A facebuster for a 2 count. To the top rope, but he's caught with a clothesline. Triple H takes his usual corner bump, and Batista gets whipped into the stairs, however. Pedigree attempted on the steps, but it's reversed into a slingshot, and Triple H is busted open. Batista then takes control and hits Triple H's head into the steps 3 times. Huge clothesline in the corner from Batista and a power slam for a 2 count. Batista takes out Ric Flair. Triple H gets a chair, but the referee interrupts. The ref then gets knocked down. Triple H begs off Batista. Flair tries to get involved, but he gets spine busted for his troubles. Title belt to the head from Triple H as the ref comes back in. 1, 2, and Batista kicks out. Huge spinebuster from Batista. Batista bomb is reversed with a low blow, and he goes for the pedigree, but Batista is too strong and hits an air raid siren. Shakes the ropes. Batista bomb. 1, 2, 3. New World Heavyweight Champion. The Animal is finally unleashed. Great main event. It very much delivered. The story was told well. Action was good, and Batista got the big win. 3 3/4. A great end to the show. So overall, WrestleMania 21 definitely lived up to the hype. Very enjoyable show, and definitely one of the best WrestleManias, if not the best WrestleMania of all time. So many classic moments and matches, and with very little being bad. The only thing that was bad was Big Show and Akebono, but the rest of the show was very well done. We had some fun segments with some legends. So yeah, a great show. And so the matches that I would recommend, Eddie and Ray, of course, 100% would recommend that match. It was such an awesome opener. Definitely go check that one out. Money in the Bank as well, that match. To me, that was just one of the best Money in the Bank matches of all time. Go check that one out. Randy Orton and The Undertaker, also worth checking out. Excellent match between those two. I guess the Hulk Hogan segment, just for the electric crowd, is also worth watching. Trish and Hemi was fine, but you don't need to really watch that one. Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle was easily match of the night, and definitely a match that you have to see at least once in your life. The Piper's Pit stuff was skippable but fun. The only down point was Big Show and Akebono, and the disappointment of John Cena and JBL. But I would also recommend you watching Triple H and Batista. So yeah, excellent show, and I had a lot of fun with this one. So again, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah, and take care.